good.
Thanks, man.
Especially when Cheyenne and that other dude get their head blown off. I don't think anyone here was seeing that coming.
Yeah, in that moment?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like the whole movie for me was about, I kind of played it very, like it's just a series of playing with the audience's emotions. I've described it, the movie, as a series of chairs that are lined up next to each other. And then I'm like, have a seat. And just when you go to sit down, I flip the chair over so you sit on the chair leg. And you're like, ow! And I'm like, I'm sorry, man, I'm sorry, I didn't mean it. Go ahead, sit down. You move over to the other chair. Just as you're about to sit down, we flip the fucking chair and just keep that up for kind of 90 minutes. So it was fun for me.
Anyway, I want to ask a question kind of about what that guy in the leather talked about for a long time. I'm an aspiring filmmaker. Thinking about going to film school. Made some films. Some of them have been good. Some of them have been really bad.
Me too.
Yeah, but yours are really good. Anywho, what would you like to make a name for yourself as far as like making bigger movies and stuff like that? Would you say that making it a bunch of movies and sending them to film festivals and hope for the best, or like move to LA, or just like I don't know? What would you?
The thing about moving to LA that I never quite understood is like what's going to happen there that's not going to happen here, where you are right now. You know what I'm saying? It's not like you get there and they're like, come on in, here's a blowjob and a script. It's just as hard out there. Plus, you have to pay like fucking triple in rent. Like the cost of living is fucking exorbitant. And here's the dirty secret: they don't really fucking make movies in Los Angeles anymore. Like our movie was one of the only movies that was shooting in the Los Angeles area at the time we were shooting, because all of the tax incentives in the other states call the studios out there. So the chances are you'll probably find more production here, honest to God, in Ohio than you would find in Los Angeles. So that's another reason to not rush out there. How old are you?
22.
You live at home or with friends?
I live at college. Friends.
Okay. So somebody's paying for your living, or you got to pay for it yourself?
I got to pay for it myself. But what if it?
What about home? You get to live for free at home?
I can live for free, yeah.
Okay, fucking go home.
Okay.
Live for free and put some work into the work at home. Rather, before you go pie in the sky, you got to crawl before you can walk. And pie in the sky is like, go out to Hollywood and they'll hire you. That doesn't happen. So what you want to do is work on it here and get your storytelling down. No matter what kind of, whether you want to do indie or fucking large frame films, kind of blockbusters or something, storytelling is always going to be the key. The big ones, even the massive ones, only work when the scripts are pretty damn tight. So that's, to me, the best advice is work on whatever you can now, but do it here, and do it as inexpensively as you can, and do it as often as you can, rather than kind of shut life down here, move all the way out there, try to open up a new life, and then get back to work. You know what I'm saying? It's like you will spend more time in the process of moving and setting up a new life in Los Angeles than you will actually working on anything. So stay here, work here, would be my best advice.
All right. Thanks, man.
Thanks, man. Los Angeles, there's always a chance you wind up in porn, you know what I'm saying? You can make a movie. If it doesn't work out, at least you're here amongst friends and family. Out there, man, you wind up with a fucking dick in your mouth. How do you explain that back home? Like, I thought you went out to make films, not be in them.
Thanks, man.
Unless you like porn. If you want to be in porn, I want to put it down. It could be a good thing. Hey, how are you?
Good, how are you? I can talk to you all day, man.
This feels like church, doesn't it? Like in the confessional, like you can't see me, not because I'm behind you or something like that.
Well, usually I'm crying and talking about my mother, so. To the priest, yes.
Really?
Sometimes, I don't know, I've got a lot of issues. Well, it all happened when I was 6. No, but really, why didn't you make a movie about growing up fat?
I don't know, it just seemed too obvious. I tried to make my life about growing up fat. Movies I tried to escape and do shit where it's not necessarily about that. And I've always felt like the people, I mean, they're not here so I can say, the people in the movies I always kind of cast were very normal looking, with the exception of like the Afflecks of the world and stuff like that. Like Brian O'Halloran, Jeff Anderson, me, Muse is very pretty. Generally, I cast things that were just kind of very average looking and real pudgy and shit like that. And I thought that was kind of enough rather than just making.
I appreciate that. Would you mind saying that?
Go ahead, call me.
Stole my idea, man.
Nah, that's cool.
It's a fucking voicemail. Can you leave a voicemail?
I can't what's your name?
Her name's June.
June?
June, like the month.
What's your name?
My name's Bobby. No, he's not recording.
June, oh my God, Bobby's dead. Bobby's dead. June, Bobby was rocking the mic. I'm going to ask the audience, how funny was Bobby? Tell them. He will not be in his
You stole my idea.
My girlfriend broke up with me, and you coming out to talk to me and signing my copy of Clerks really did a lot for me. And then, like, a few months later, I meet my girlfriend, and we're both huge fans of yours. Our first kiss was watching Clerks, and our first date was seeing Zack and Mary.
What part of Clerks did you start ignoring?
37 dicks.
But we
Fair enough, whenever that, then that's good.
That was it, actually. Speaking of sucking dick, but I should say, like, huge inspiration you are to me. And my question was, so you've maintained that you were gonna stop directing after Hit Somebody, and I was wondering if you ever had a story later on that you were just burning to tell. Would you come back from directing? Would you write a script and give it to another director? Would you do it as a comic book, or what would you do?
I would. I'm certainly not going to stop writing. I'll write continuously. I can't not write. But I would not direct it myself, at least not as a theatrical feature